All right. Coming to you live from Philly. It's the number one rated Paulie Tony Fusco Show. As always, Paulie Fusco here with Tony Fusco and Tony. Huge show today.
Let's go.
We're going to send an important message to Tagovailoa now that he's on IR. And we're going to tell you the real people to blame for the Eagles losing.
Yeah, and spoiler alert, it's not the Eagles.
No. And we also have some very helpful advice for Bryce Young. And plus, this guy, we're bringing on this Browns fan, I think he is, who went viral the other week for bashing the team. Terrible look by him,
Horrible.
by the way. You know, we go viral every minute, so it's nothing new to us. But
no big
apparently
deal.
it was a big deal for him. Anyway, we're going to tell him why he went too far. Anyway, we're bringing on angry Browns fan, John Fanta. Anyway, on the subject of things we got to talk about, let's get right into our top story. All right, first out the gate, the Dolphins placing their often injured and very tiny little person QB Tua Tagovailoa on injured reserve just days after he suffered yet another concussion against the Bills. And Tony, you know, many people, they're saying he should actually try to come back and play. And that's just a terrible idea, isn't it?
Absolutely. We all know that Tua has to stay away from the game of football. And that's why I'm calling on the Miami Police Department to step up. We know how effective their officers are at keeping players from getting to the stadium. So please, we hope that if they see Tua driving there, they just tackle him to the ground. Well, first put down a pillow and then gently lay him down, okay? Thank you.
Just such an important and carefully delivered message there, Tony. And, that leads us to another quarterback having a rough week. The Panthers benching Bryce Young, the number one pick for Andy Dalton, after what many called a dismal performance against the Chargers, where, you know, he threw for fewer air yards than the peanut vendors in the stands. Now, Bryce Young said he was, quote, blindsided by the decision to bench him. And, well, Tony, that's no surprise, isn't it?
You know, that was the problem to begin with. Bryce Young was blindsided because he had poor pocket awareness and couldn't field defenses and NFL insiders coming. When you're in the NFL, you have to keep a lookout for guys like Fred Warner and also Peter Schrager. You not only got to read defenses, but you got to read the latest blog post from Carolina beat reporter Joe Person. And it's clear Bryce Young just didn't do that.
Just spot on football and also media analysis there, Tony. And, well, people, they're bashing the Panthers because they once had both Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield on their roster just a couple years ago. And, of course, both QBs are now 2-0. But those people, they're just out of line, aren't they, Tony?
Shouldn't we be thanking the Panthers? You know, they take underdeveloped quarterbacks and give them the worst football experience possible that it makes them say, I need to get better at football so I can get out of this living hellhole. Well, that's the motivation they need. In fact, by my latest projections, Bryce Young will be leading the Raiders to a very respectable 16-11 record in the 2029 season. So, congratulations to him.
Wow. Well, but hold on, Tony. It's 16-11. Is that over 2 seasons?
No. By then, the regular season will last 27 games.
Oh, of course. All right. I see. Well, terrific predictional analysis yet again, Tony. And, of course, all this drama with Bryce Young and Tua has many people rightfully pointing a finger at the obvious culprit, Nick Saban. You know, as we said in our Monday YouTube-only episode, which was quite excellent, so don't be dumb. Go subscribe. Anyway, you look at the QBs who played under Saban. Bryce Young, Tua, Mac Jones, Jamarcus Russell.
Horrible.
They all suck except for Jalen Hurts.
Wow.
What does that tell you, Tony?
It tells us that Jalen Hurts overcame Nick Saban's poor coaching and training. You know, we all should have listened to Jalen Hurts when he transferred out of Alabama. He tried to blow the whistle on Nick Saban. You know, I think this teaches us that when people blow the whistle on corruption in America, we all need to do a better job of listening. So, thank you, Jalen. You're a true American hero.
Just such a stirring, moving message there, Tony. And, now to the Eagles. You know, a lot of people, morons out there saying it wasn't a win for the Eagles against the Falcons. But
please,
Tony, just because we clearly gave Atlanta the win, that doesn't mean it's not a win for us, right?
Exactly. What happened to the concept of charity? Giving to the unfortunate. You know, we knew that we could give that win to a struggling, hopeless, terrible team like the Falcons, while we could easily lose that game and still remain in a tie for first place. If anything, it showed how good our team is.
Just terrific NFL and societal analysis, Tony. And, they're still shocked that Saquon dropped that easy pass, but they don't get it, Tony. We all saw Saquon's struggles coming, didn't we?
As I said Monday in our YouTube-only special episode, again, make sure to go subscribe and not be dumb and useless. Saquon was so used to having Daniel Jones throwing passes either 10 yards short or 20 yards over his head that when Jalen delivered that perfect strike, he was so shocked he didn't know what to do, and he dropped the ball just as anybody else would.
Yeah, as anybody would. We've seen this before, Tony, haven't we? Like, Matthew Stafford, when he got to the Rams from the Lions. People forget how shocked he was that he had more than 0.1 seconds to throw the ball.
There you go, exactly.
You remember his first play when he just hiked the ball, just ducked for cover.
Yeah, he fell down, yeah.
Took him 2 or 3 games before he realized, that's what an offensive line is actually there for.
Exactly. Terrific example.
Oh, there's that sound, Tony, and you know what that means? It's time for the Fusco Bet Can't Miss Lock of the Week. Tony, hit it.
My can't-miss bet is a 2-leg parlay. I'm taking the Eagles to win twice in New Orleans this season. Once this weekend by 42 points against the Saints, and the other 5 months from now in the Super Bowl, which is in New Orleans. At Fusco Bet, you get this parlay at a very fairly priced minus 20,000, which means a $100 bet will earn you a solid 50 cents. Easy money, boom, lock. Yeah.
Download the Fusco Bet app now. Not legal in 49 states. Only legal in Western Iowa between the hours of 1 a.m. and 1:15 a.m. Not on Wi-Fi, but on a closed cellular network. Fusco Bet.
Yeah.
All right, Tony, there you go. And I guess coming on the line, so let's bring him on the Fusco Satellite Network.
Fusco Satellite Network.
All right, well, this guy... it's going to be a little confusing here because he's a college basketball announcer guy, but he did this selfie video where he bashed the Browns. Just confusing getting the sports crossed. I think that was confusing for our audience. Anyway, that video went viral, which, as we said, happens to us every day, every minute. But likely very rare for him, so very big deal. Let's just play a quick clip. Yeah. This was you after the Week 1 loss to the Cowboys.
That was utterly embarrassing. Pathetic, disgraceful, shameful. You gave that guy under center $230 million. He can't play. It ain't happening. Accept reality. I'm ticked.
Just a lot of negativity, as you can see. How does this guy call himself a fan? Yeah, he's holding up his shirt. How does you call yourself a fan talking like that? Anyway, we're going to educate him. Let's bring him in here. John Fanta, welcome to the show.
Great to be with you guys. Could you educate me on what happened Monday night in Philadelphia?
First of all, we build the rundown.
Yeah.
We pick the topics, bro.
Yeah.
You obviously weren't listening to the show. We explained what happened in Philadelphia.
Yeah, we already explained what happened.
See, Saquon Barkley, he's so used to getting passes from Daniel Jones, a horrible quarterback, that when Jalen hit him in the hands, he's like, oh, wait, what is this?
What do I do?
He dropped the ball.
He's not used to it.
Look, it's nice to see that the Eagles and my Cleveland Browns share the same record.
No, they don't.
No,
they don't. They don't. Because in terms of Super Bowls, we have one and you have a goose egg. And it shows in everything you do. You just seem depressed and negative. Well, first of all, we want to tell you, don't you think as a Browns fan, you should be supporting your team through thick and thin?
Yeah.
We've been supporting the Eagles since 1985. Yeah. 32 years later, boom, they win a Super Bowl.
Boom.
Don't you think you're being a little impatient?
I didn't leave the Browns. Be impatient recent. We haven't won a thing since 1964.
Whoa. Not true.
Not true.
That was the old Browns who became the Ravens.
And they won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, so technically it's 1999.
Yeah, it's only been 25 years.
Yeah, right. 25 years of no. I'm still on the Browns bandwagon. I didn't get off the wagon. I'm mad at the $230 million they paid that quarterback. He is the furthest thing from $230 million. I just expressed my opinion on him. The Browns have made the postseason 2 of the last 4 years.
Hold on. Yeah, he's a bad quarterback. But if you compare him to other Browns quarterbacks through history, isn't he one of the greatest quarterbacks in franchise history?
We've made the postseason 2 of the last 4 years, one of which was with Baker Mayfield and the other was with Joe Flacco. So the cupboard is not exactly filled with talented quarterbacks. I can comfortably tell you right now, though, Deshaun Watson would not even be in my top 3 or 4 best Browns quarterbacks since 99, and that is a bad list that features Seneca Wallace, Bruce Gradkowski, and Jake Delhomme. Watson's done nothing to show that he's one of the best Browns quarterbacks.
But hold on, is that really his fault? You know, he did look kind of stiff, mobile in these past couple games. If you catch my drift, maybe
he could use
somebody changed his training regimen.
Yeah.
If you catch my drift. Oh, he's gone quiet there, Tony. He's afraid of a lawsuit, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, very wise. Look at him. He's all right. He's gone quiet.
Sometimes silence is golden, and you just let out a hoo, 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 hoo.
Well, okay, bro, if silence is golden, as you'll say, how come you're not shutting up after the Browns win last week?
Yeah.
They beat the Jags in a decisive 18-13 victory.
Yeah, they
how
blew 'em
embarrassed? How embarrassed did you feel after they won and proved you totally wrong?
Not embarrassed at all. I thought they would win the game.
Hold on. Do you have like a split personality or something? I think he's got split personality.
Yeah, is this like that movie Split?
You can be mad at a team for their performance one week and praise them the next if you're going to criticize the head coach when they
flip-flopper.
It's nothing. Look, the Browns are better than that week 1. They showed it week 2. My week 1 rant was based on the fact that I knew they could do what they did in week 2, which is what they did down in Jacksonville. They went down there and beat the Jaguars, and they're going to beat the Giants this Sunday and be 2-1.
No, listen to the flip-flopper. Bashes his own team. Now he comes around.
Yeah, where's the positive video? Where's the big positive video?
Yeah, where was the big? Why didn't you release a positive video?
You're both Philadelphia people?
Oh my God, this guy's
really,
slow.
bro?
What do you? You have blindness too? He's got split personality and he's got blindness. 2 strikes.
Bro.
Those glasses, I think you need to go down to the mall and have them checked.
Yeah.
Philadelphia is a city of flip-flopping, so I don't want to hear.
I
don't want to hear about flip. If anything, I've been committed. My team left for Baltimore.
You should be committed to an institution.
I've stayed with the Browns.
Exactly. Good one.
What's that?
Where do you live currently, bro?
Now I live in New Jersey. I met my wife.
Oh, you're not even in Cleveland, bro.
Interesting. You've stayed with the Browns, except you moved 1,000 miles away.
I went to Seton Hall and I met my wife out here.
Yeah. Is that because you had to leave Cleveland because nobody could stand your negativity?
So you went to even more negative New Jersey? Is that what happened?
I'd like to think I'm one of the more positive people out there.
What does your wife think of you? Does she call herself, Mrs. Flip Flop?
Yeah.
Well, she grew up in a Giants family.
How sad for her.
I'm actually coming home from work right now. I had to let her in for a second here. Give me one moment.
What the hell is going on here? What kind of interview is this?
What is this? He just left in the middle of the interview.
I think he went to go to the door to throw himself out. Maybe that's what I'm hoping.
Hopefully. That's how it's going.
Oh, look, he's back. We know who wears the pants in this house.
Yeah, well. Look, she works harder than I do. She works harder than she's a dental hygienist. I just talk.
Oh, well, you've got filth coming out of your mouth, bro. Maybe she needs to work on what's...
exactly. Maybe you should be taking some of that, nitrous oxide that they use over there, too. It might cheer you up a little bit, bro.
You guys embody professionalism.
You're the one who gets up in the middle of an interview and walks away.
Never. We would never.
By the way, why does your wife not have a key to her own house? Is she like 14?
Yeah, why doesn't she have a key, bro? Where's her key?
I accidentally hit the other lock and locked her out.
Oh, is that because she's a Giants fan?
Yeah, Giants fan. Yup. He's like, oh, sorry.
She is a Browns fan, And I put
There
down
he
the
goes,
bottom lock
flip-flopping
that
again.
we have a code, one of those codes. I didn't lock her out. No, I'm not leaving her outside. I'm not leaving her in the backyard.
You're treating her like the dog, like the family dog.
And for the record, Dog Pound in Ohio, we're just Browns fans. Nobody's eating any dogs in Ohio. We're Browns fans.
We don't do political analysis on this show, bro.
No.
Thank
There's
you.
no.
But wait, not to be concerned. We are very concerned about the
We
dog
were
eating
very
going on in this
concerned
country.
about that. That's a
Not-
different
not worth
episode,
joking
bro.
about,
Right.
bro. Okay, look. All right, let's talk about this week, right? The Giants. Hold on. Wait. You got me all confused. The Browns, they're hosting the Giants, okay?
Yeah.
So we want to know, if the Browns lose, just give us a preview. Which bridge will you be jumping off of?
In terms of a bridge, no bridge here. The Browns are winning this game on Sunday. They're a better football team than the
Okay.
Giants. Their defense
That's
is
good.
going to set the tone. They're going to get after Daniel Jones. I don't even know who's running the football for the
Hey.
Giants. I think it's Devin Singletary. He ain't Barkley. That's
Nobody
you
knows.
both
Okay.
know that.
Nobody
Dog
cares.
Pound's going to be rocking. It's going to be 80 degrees and sunny
this
in
is-
Cleveland. I don't want to.
He's being positive.
I don't want to hear that
This-
Cleveland is the mistake by the lake. It's a beautiful city, beautiful town.
This is
great
so-
people, great food.
See-
it comes down to Watson. Does he?
Do you see?
You
Yes.
see, we did our
We
job.
did our
Look how
jobs here. We
positive
coached
are,
you
bro.
to be
Look at
positive
that,
and
bro.
energetic. Now you may finally be let back in Cleveland. Very good. You do need to learn how to sit during an interview still. You need to
Maybe
learn
I
how to
will be
sit.
friends
Yeah.
with you guys. Maybe I will be friends with you guys now. You got me to be positive about my.
There you go. You see?
Okay, see, this is good. We're educating you. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to help you win back your reputation and all your friends and family before they desert you. What I want you to do is I want you to look at the camera and apologize to the city of Cleveland for every terrible thing you said. And also, while you're at it, apologize to us for walking away in the middle of an interview, which was very rude. Go ahead.
I apologize for nothing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Guess what?
Well, guess what? Guess what? You know
we
what's nothing?
apologize to
It's-
our fans.
Yeah, we
for
apologize
listening to
for
this.
people having to listen to
Yeah,
this.
and
So
guess
guess
what?
what?
You
You're
wanna
going to
hear
be
a
locked
lock?
out
We're
of
locking
this show.
right now.
Get
We're
out.
locked off this show.
We're locking you out of the show.
We're
throwing
locking
away
you
the
out
key
of
just
this
like you did to your
show.
wife.
We
Goodbye.
locked
Get out of here.
off the show.
Is he off the line?
Jay, hang up the phone.
That was the rudest interview in the history of the show.
He's so rude, he doesn't even give his wife a key to the house.
See, that's Browns fans right there. Just the
Exactly.
rudest fans by a
worst.
mile, no contest.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's not let him ruin, which was a terrific
No.
show. Of course,
Great.
remember, download the Fusco Bet app now.
go
And
to Fusco.
oh,
If it's somebody else, I wish we could lock out.
yeah. Why do you have a key? We need to take away your key.
Yeah, producer Jay. What?
Corrections.
What? Go.
Go.
You blame Nick Saban for Jamarcus Russell's struggles in the NFL because he was his coach at LSU?
Yeah, bro.
Totally, bro.
He also played under Les Miles. Do you blame him too?
Well, on the subject of less miles, how about less talking?
Yeah, I put lots of miles on your mother.
Oh, great one, Tony. What?
What?
You said Matthew Stafford struggled when he first got traded from the Lions to the Rams.
Yeah, bro.
He was terrible, bro.
He didn't struggle at all. In fact, the Rams won 7 of their first 8 games.
Oh, yeah, well, you're going to get hit with 7 of the first 8 bullets I shoot at you.
You know where I'm going to be lying? On your mother.
Oh, great one, Tony.
Yeah, that's
What?
it.
What?
Again, for the 27th time, you failed to pronounce Tua's last name correctly. You said Tagovailoa.
Because that's his name, bro.
Yeah, this is his name, bro.
No, it's not Tagovailoa. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh, I see. Like when my Tunga was on your mom this morning.
Yeah. And we're going to Tago team her later tonight. Oh,
Great one, Tony. And guess what? Just booked next week on this show. Super Bowl hero, future Hall of Famer Nick Foles will be on this show.
Huge.
And don't forget, go rate and review the show on Apple
subscribe,
Podcasts.
rate,
Visit
review,
the merch store, shop
buy the
away.
merch.
And Tony, great job as always.
Same to you, Paulie. Another flawless show.
There you go. We'll see people next week.
See ya.